Investors are nervous.
So they should be. World banking system's teetering, stock market stuffed, inflation's out of control.
Oh, is there any good news?
Well, it's not a bad time to be old.
Well, come on, tell me more.
Here's the up-late hack on how to live in a mansion, earn more than 90 grand a year, have close to $1 million in the bank, and still get part of the age pension. If there's one up-late episode that you make your mum or dad watch, this is it. We're not even going to swear, so it's respectful and age appropriate.
Good, thank God.
The age pension will today, that's Monday, March 20, go up again. Pension goes up twice a year, every March, every September. The rate at which it goes up is determined by whichever is higher between average male weekly earnings, the Australian Consumer Price Index, that's the inflation rate, and something called the Pensioner and Beneficiary Living Cost Index, which is basically the inflation rate adjusted for stuff old people buy more of.
It was Werther's original.
Guess which index won?
Yeah, well, it won't be weekly earnings, will it?
No, it was the Australian CPI by a couple of lengths, which means the pension for single people over age 66 goes up by $37.50 a fortnight to $1,064. That's a 7.7% jump since this time last year. If you're an older couple, you'll each get an extra $28.20.
It's effective.
That means they'll now be on a shade over $1,600 a fortnight.
Well, that's great if you qualify.
As of today, more people just did. Whenever the pension rate's adjusted, the government also pushes up eligibility thresholds. How much you can earn and how much wealth you can have, that's your cash and shares and stuff, has just gone up as well. A single pensioner can now earn more than $60,000 a year and still get some of the pension. Couples can earn more than 92 grand.
$92,000 and still get the pension.
You won't get all of it. It reduces the more you earn, but you'll still get some.
But even so.
You should see the value of assets you can own and still be on the teat. The new asset test cut-off point for singles is up by 12.5 grand to more than 630,000. Now, your house isn't included in that, remember. It's just your shares and your term deposits, your investment rental. You could live in a $5 million mansion by the beach, but for the purposes of working out whether you get the pension, the government ignores it. The property doesn't exist.
Fairy dust.
The asset test threshold for couples went up by even more, 19 grand. Now, have a stab at what the pension cut-off for couples is now, how much cash they can have, or the shares in their portfolio, and still get a government payout.
Go on, shock me.
$954,000.
Wow.
950 grand on top of your house, and you can still expect a little something extra from the good old Australian taxpayer.
Well, surely it's going to be something very little if you've got that much money.
You might only qualify for a few bucks a fortnight as the pension does peter out. But the pension supplement, which is part of your fortnightly payment and meant to help with things like your phone and gas and electricity bills, doesn't reduce. It stays the same, which means a single pensioner gets at least $56 a fortnight and a couple close to 85 between them. And anyone who gets the pension qualifies for the pensioner concession card. That gets cheap scripts at the chemist, $7 for your statins and your blood pressure pills, and it guarantees you'll be bulk billed at the doctor, which, as you get older and stuff starts wearing out and bits start dropping off, is worth several thousand a year.
Yeah, it's a pretty generous system.
If you're an Australian over age 66 in March 2023, you will qualify for the pension, even if you have close to $1 million in the bank.
It worked, you guys. It actually worked.
Live in a mansion in Vaucluse or Toorak or Cottesloe and earn almost $100,000 a year, either through your part-time job or investment income on your assets.
I'm old! Gimme, gimme, gimme!
Welcome to the lucky country. I'm Ben Harvey.
We'll be rescinded when we're old.
That's confidence. That's confidence. Once you know what you're doing, there's nothing stopping you. For all you need to know to get into the market with confidence, watch Trading Up at thewest.com.au.